It's a crazy
let me take you back about a story that I once heard. Right, back in the days growing up, they used to tell us if you go to Mombasa, you might end up falling in love with jinn. You know how Somalis are fascinated by the word jinn. Jinn this, they would love it.
But that's an entire culture. Every culture is fascinated about demons, goblins, and ghouls.
Is it?
No.
So you telling me Somalis are not fascinated about things that we can't see? Like they really are into that. You get more attention when you're talking about that kind of stuff than anything else.
I tell you what, I think human beings are fascinated, well, men are fascinated with women, and jinns sometimes disguise themselves as women. Well, it's hard to tell sometimes, because some women, you guys are, anyway, I'm just playing, I'm just joking. But, can you imagine a jinn portraying herself, like putting on like a woman skin and whatnot, and then starts flirting with you? And then you can only see, because it's true. Some demons, they come in the form of humans.
Let me tell you what
More
happened to me,
specifically
bro.
women.
It never happened to me. I'm just fucking with you. No, stop for a lot. No, but
What happened?
But for me, like I'm from Baidoa, right?
Uh-huh.
So my parents are from Baidoa. Usually, that is a place where it's known with all sort of stuff. Like you hear stories about like if you have a like let's say a grocery, you cannot go or walk in or walk by the cemetery for some reason. I don't know why. It's some sort of belief that they have, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they're fascinated about the whole jinn shit. But coming to this, in Mombasa, there was this true story that happened about a guy that went back from Canada. He went to Mombasa Raha and he's having a good ass time, sitting in front of what they call a coffee shop. And I mean, you know, at nighttime people come out over there. That's when people dress and everything else. They like show up, and then he sees this beautiful woman, and somehow decides to follow her. And then they hit it off. And the next thing you know, he's in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of trash, looking around. Everywhere you look, it's nothing but trash. You know what I'm saying? But last time you remember, you were in front of a coffee shop with a beautiful woman. And you don't know the person that you're talking. It's actually Jinny, a Jinn lady, bro.
Bro, I don't want to say this is common, but I feel like it might be common. Do you think it might be common? In third world countries like that, or any kind of country where, you know, some spiritual demon want to fuck around in this world and mess with like human beings.
But aren't they two different things, though? Demon and jinn?
Demon and jinn is the same thing.
The jinn seems to be more like human-like.
Okay. Jinn is a species, yeah? Demon is like, in little translation, is like...
Okay, go ahead, bro. Tell us.
I also have.
Yeah.
I want to know about this.
No, because shaitan is a jinni, right?
Okay.
But shaitan is somebody that's is a demon, basically. They make it their sole purpose to divert human beings from the straight path.
Not all jinns are bad.
Do you know this, like, in the Quran, I don't remember the ayah right now, but in the Quran it says, I've created human in two forms, I've created shaitan, which is jinn, in two forms. Like there is those jinn who pray to God, like they pray every day, like more than humans, you know what I mean? And there's like humans who are jinni too, like they will wake up in the morning with a fucking AK-47 and go kill everybody. That's not a human, you know what I mean?
Okay, when I hear what you're saying, that's why I say it's a species. Jinns is like it's like the same way how human beings is a species, right? Jinns are the same thing.
Too, yeah.
They have their own culture, their own language and all of that. Yeah. But there's a section of them that are shaitans, and those ones are the demons, is what I'm saying.
Can you work with them? Do you think they can help you, give you all this stuff? as we hear in Hollywood, because all these stories we hear about here.
You know, fun fact, right?
Uh-huh.
I don't know if maybe I'm quoting this wrong. I think jinn was created before humans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So God created them because they were so tricky. They were not obedience enough. They were not given that obedience or be sober and patient to be like us. God said, I fucked up on these creatures right here. Even though he's Hafur Rahim, he never like make mistakes, you know what I mean? But say, oh, maybe this is how I'm gonna give this other human, I'll create this place and I'll give him another, like, a person's gonna come out of my rib and then gonna go fuck around and the snake on the tree. The snake is gonna be the shaitan. And who did the shaitan go to first? That's the question right there.
Speaking of God saying I fucked up. You guys heard what happened in Somaliland?
Before we get into that, let me clarify. God cannot
Be fucked up.
Yeah, he's perfect.
No.
But
no. Speaking of saying I fucked up, God saying I fucked up those people. Meaning, I'm talking about what I see or what I think about as human being. Those type of people, what they did. Did you know what happened in freaking Somalia?
hold on. Yeah, we gotta introduce ourselves first before we get into that. But we'll do the cutting over there.
Yeah.
We'll pick up right here.
What's happening?
Two.
Bro?
So the first 5 minutes of the segment
That was the
just
segment
the
of
banter,
shit
laughing,
crazy.
and
We
then
just finished that.
Go in.
Yeah.
And then we go into
Now we're back.
We go in.
Welcome everybody. This is SE Podcast. I go by Shabbat.
We could have shipped that anytime, right?
Yeah, but
This is just to keep it flow,
Just
so
the
we
flow.
understand like the flow. This is the new thing you're trying, so we have to try to keep it on the
Okay.
on a
Okay.
Alright.
on a
So
Now where we going?
on a line.
We're gonna be
Let's-
introducing
let's
ourselves.
Yeah.
hold on, before then, let's pick up where we left off. We left off with you said that Shaitan first came to the woman's ears and whatnot. But anyways, Jinny, not Jinny, be careful out there and make sure y'all wash people's feet.
Yeah. And I say that because you refer to a woman in your story, the Mombasa story.
So you saying we gotta be watching their feet, and now from now on, then every woman that I meet, first thing I look at their feet.
Like, let me see your feet.
Man, if the feet look like horse, you gotta run.
What if they come as disguise at first, and then next thing you know, they got hopes coming up after you guys have a conversation and everything.
Bro, you run away as fast as you can.
So you gotta read. Of course, when you see them first, I would be like, read that shit on them, bro, and then put that on their forehead.
Just ask them what they can read from the Quran.
Why is God said women are the most people that go to hell?
Because
That's
I feel
most
like
people.
I feel like
They are the most that go, you know what I mean, in hell, basically.
brother, most of our viewers are women.
Yeah, please.
But I didn't say that though.
I don't
God
think-
said that.
Do you think? Okay, where did God say that?
Wait, what do you mean? Where did God say that?
In
Why
the
you
Quran.
trying to? Why you trying to?
No, that's. I think what he's referring is
Like, where's the evidence?
the hadith of Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu where he had a dream and he saw a lot of people hanging with their hair down,
Okay.
referring to women. You know what I mean? The dream was the I think it was from dream. The viewers can correct me on this one. This is just my blur memory on it. You know, and it's just a vision the Prophet had and saw a lot, and then he came
You
back
know what?
and he started praying to Khadija, he's had kids, Aisha, he was like, yo, pray. I've seen more of you than I've seen men in there. And that's how hadith became, and that's what I think.
You know, one thing I realized about this podcast, bro.
Mm.
A lot of you niggas at home, bro. Everybody acting a little bit of how do you say sugarcoating, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not sugarcoat.
I don't like women.
Be realistic.
I don't.
I
I wanna us to talk. I want stuff behind the camera. I'm just trying to be real with you, bro. I'm not here to hide anything.
But what is it? Something to hide? I was just.
I do that. Don't talk to these bitch niggas.
What y'all about?
Be spontaneous.
I said I was just
Niggas be hiding shit behind the camera, bro.
What did I hide?
And it's saying right now, everything's good. Yeah, bro.
No.
I'm just telling you.
I'm just giving you the
lying.
context of why you say that.
It smell like bitch nigga in here, don't it?
Yeah.
It smell like bitch.
Nigga, I don't know what you're talking about.
Anyways, let's get into it. So, this is
like
Mohammed
bitch
Bear. This is SB
man.
Podcast.
This is Shamar.
And your boy
We
Bear.
are SB Podcast, bro.
But all banters aside, we have a serious segment with y'all today. First and foremost, welcome back, Shamar. How you doing, dog?
You know that I'm good, my brother. How are you?
Pretty good. Happy
All that
holidays.
talk now is just what you're saying. What's up? How are you? But how you been, man?
Oh, man, just been busy working, making money. You feel me?
So when was the last time we saw each other? When was it? Like first and foremost, anytime we saw each other, we don't talk nothing but business.
So,
And I'm tired of that shit because there are more things that we could talk about other than business, I believe.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
well, brother,
You know what I'm saying?
before we got into our intro, you just mentioned how we can't be fake ass niggas and shit like that. Now you be the fake ass nigga.
No, I'm not.
We talk about business.
Uh-huh.
But I seen you not too long ago. You made it seem like I ain't seen you for weeks and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Niggas want to eat this shit.
Alright, so since we calling each other out, right?
Yeah, man. What you mean, you call me a fake ass
Alright,
nigga.
so let's be real, but I just saw him the other day at the masjid. That's it. Let's be realistic. I was trying to pretend like I haven't seen him in a long time, but that's the reality of it.
Nah, this is my brother. I hang out with him. I call him. I talk to him. All of that.
We got that money
You
too.
feel me? We got a lot coming on this year.
Yeah, bro. So what are you? So are you excited, by the way, bro?
About this year?
About February, the good news.
Oh yeah. No, it's actually not even February. It's tomorrow.
It's tomorrow.
Tomorrow we gonna.
Okay. Without saying it, but how do you feel?
I'm excited. I've been nervous. We gotta give him a little
What
context.
the fuck you niggas talking about?
We getting married again. Nah, we fuck. I'll fuck with you.
I'm like, no. That was quick.
One, two. Yeah.
He said that was
said,
The
one,
replacements.
two.
The replacements are quick.
I always say I'm
We
swearing.
got it in our back pockets.
I'm wiggling on this too.
Nah. Jokes aside, we it's basically reaping what we sowed. We had some going on in October, and it's step into the next production phase, and we're excited about that.
That's very good. For me, I'm excited when I see things and exactly they are what I expected. Till then, I just don't want to put my expectation out there. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And get disappointed. So at the end of the day, it's not in my hand, but it's another person's hand. Speaking of that, bro, I wanna jump in this
Let's
topic.
jump
It's been eating me alive a little bit.
Before you even jump in, man, can you imagine though, like Somaliland got like accepted by Israel, right? Before even other people like careers, like how many Somali niggas make music or actors? Their parents will never, Somalilanders, bro, will never accept you if you're not like a doctor or engineer or something. And they went to accepted a fucking Israel. So the hook was like, damn, like this is just my perspective. Like Israel really got recognized by Somaliland before my dad recognized my fucking music degree. I'm like, nigga, you got a music degree. I had to get 2 degrees to get a fucking music degree.
Oh man, that's tough. 2 degrees to get a music degree.
I mean, that is.
That's the real reality of African.
No, but I mean, I think it's just crazy that like. You don't find it odd that Israel would accept some, like, having them been fighting Islam, like, their whole lives? Like, why would they, it doesn't make any sense, why would they do that?
It's strategical, I feel like, you feel me? Mm-hmm. But, no. It's 2026 and we already coming in hot with that, too.
First 3-4 days.
Bro, that was from the January 3rd to the 5th. Like, they niggas say, 3rd day in Somaliland, we now, you are the president of Somalia got a call. We want to put the clip of it on the video.
Nah, I
That
need my
motherfucker-
subscription back this year, bro. I don't need nothing. Y'all can
I
have
have
that.
2 questions. How do the Somaliland people who claim Somaliland genuinely feel? I'm not talking about the BK, Mohammed BK, because I see Mohammed BK holding up a, Israel flag.
Yeah.
Mohammed BK is a popular
Somali.
artist,
Yeah.
Somali artist.
He's a washed up artist, bro.
But a lot of artists in Africa are, to be honest. Cause the money,
But specifically, you've been in Africa and you're
Yeah.
washed out. That is the worst. You get what I'm saying? He is a washed
that's
out
what his
artist.
market is. So he gotta get paid, brother.
Exactly.
So we have,
You don't know what he's
how
talking
do
about.
how do the Somaliland people actually genuinely feel about this, because it is kind of disgraceful.
And that's what the thing is. I watch a lot of news, and this is what the questions I'm bringing up to you guys, because in the morning my podcast is always about politics or something that's going on, right? So yes, there's 2 sides of this story. A lot of diaspora people who've been in Somaliland for a long time, where they see like, okay, this is gonna benefit them, they are happy about it.
Who? The diaspora.
Diaspora, like the one who went to Israel and made the fucking handshake with the people because they went to school in UK, Cambridge, like those Somaliland landers who wear suit and think they're
the shit.
the shit.
Yeah.
They went and sold their country to resources because they think they're gonna make Somaliland better. And there's like YouTube posts about this. Like it's crazy. Like people in Nairobi that are Somalilanders don't even accept this shit. People in UK, I have like seen Canadian niggas getting mad about this shit. So going to like I say, Israel officially recognized them on the 3rd, right? And then immediately they got backlash by the UN. UN was like, what the fuck is going on? This is the Somali federal government. We don't understand this shit.
Right.
And they are like, it's done. What you gonna do? And everybody else don't accept it. So it's only Somaliland now. So it's Israel who's like, because it's collecting money. The angle here is, you guys are the storytellers, right? Like, what do you think is this like, if there's a character in Somalia right now, doing like, okay, going to make a movie about it, and is it gonna be like something, oh, this is the redemption arc, or is it like gonna be a plot twist where Israel niggas are gonna fuck up and they're gonna leave us in a cliffhanger where...
Do you know what I think it is?
Yeah.
I think it's a play book throughout history. It's like two brothers, right, who are next in line to succession for a king, for the crown. One brother is willing to go down deep, low, abandon his principles, because in the Somali culture, bro, the only thing that we really are prideful about is our religion and the tribal stuff like that. And the religion, you would disagree?
Not tribal stuff. Culture. Yeah.
I think the tribal part is hard because when you're like Isaac or something, they look at you like, oh.
Exactly. So that's what they're strong
tribalism
about. You know what I mean?
Tribalism is so big in Somalia, bro. They look down on other tribes, like oh, I don't know. Even when you wanna get married to that tribe, like no, their tribe is known for this and this. Tribalism is so big.
It depends how you use though. I mean, the way over there is used amongst the Somalis are different than how we are viewed. You get what I'm saying? We view in tribalism as in a bad way. To them, it's a way of living. We're like, okay, this place, this territory is for my people. That territory is for your people.
That's not it though.
It's not it, but somehow they found a system that helps them to live each person's territory without any problem. So now if you cross my territory, then I will have a little problem with that. Now, and then there's always a way of just like older people coming between us and taking care of that.
But do you think that sounds like a gang right there? Like this is my territory, nigga. Don't come here.
But
Here it's like that too.
That's throughout history. Though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I don't think it's like that because kingdoms are made by going to like, okay, I'm gonna give you my daughter. take my daughter, especially in Somalia back in the time, bro. I was reading history, bro. They would give like that's how like my daughter is, bro. You guys know this. My daughter is your father will cry to get your sister get out of the fucking house and get married. You know what I mean? Like
No, we're kind of diverting from what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is not about territorial, it's not about tribalism or anything like that. What I'm trying to say is that Somaliland is willing to do the dirty things to get some kind of recognition because they haven't gotten recognition for over 30 years. So if that means siding with the Yehudis, the same people that they were protesting against 3 years ago, 2 years ago, the same people that they were cursing and all of that, the same people that they probably still talk about them behind their back, but they're willing to negotiate a deal so that they could get some kind of recognition, so get at least a foot into this this Game of Thrones that these nations are playing.
so where's the cliffhanger and where's the redemption arc right
but
there?
the question is, right? You knowing that this snake's gonna bite me,
Yeah.
right?
Uh-huh.
But you dare to put your hand there,
Mhm.
right? Out of despite of a person that has never done anything to you, but you have a story that you've been told multiple times that your people being killed.
I think they're trying to do one of those things where you pet the snake before it bites and you do one of those. You know?
Do you think snakes are like that?
They're trying to outwit these people and get what they want, but at the end of the day,
But when that happens,
can
right?
be-
Like
yeah.
let's say for example, they got recognized, right?
Mhm.
Somaliland got recognized,
Mhm.
and now Somaliland and the people that they work on are having a problem. Who is supposed to be standing up for them?
If Somaliland and
If there will be some sort of conflict later on,
between Somaliland
and their people who recognize them,
they're cooked.
right? Who is supposed to be standing up with them? Us. At the end of the day,
Do you think Somalis will stand up with Somaliland?
regardless of what happened, if that happened, God forbid, still Somalis would stand with another Somali, regardless of what it is. That's my beliefs. At least that's the faith that I have, bro.
Brother, I don't know how I feel about that. You mean to tell me you're gonna, cause the whole purpose is to protect Palestine, right?
It's not about Palestine.
Not
The whole
to protect-
purpose
but
is to protect us, man.
The entire ummah is bleeding because Sudan and Palestine and what have you, and Syria and whatnot, they're bleeding. Because of that, the entire ummah is aching because of that. And we have people amongst ourselves who are willingly siding with the oppressors. You understand?
To go off that point right there, because Somalia is doing actually well. They just got signed $2 billion for like gas, and that's money like, and they got their first election after 50 plus years. So as storytellers, right? You guys are storytellers. I like to keep our questions about like movies and stories, right?
Yeah.
Is Mogadishu gonna be entering this golden age where there's a political thriller where everybody's like, yo, we're getting a new fucking president. Other people are fighting about it. No. But right now, how will you like paint like Somalia and this new golden age? Like if you're gonna make a movie, how are you gonna portray it?
Oh, that's a good question, bro.
How you gonna portray Somali
So
if you
they
wanna make a movie?
Try making it a movie out of
This situation is going right now.
You know what I mean?
Alright.
Yeah.
Out of thin air is crazy.
Like like just
I
an
would-
idea, like how we
Imagine,
Yeah.
imagine, Urubu is actually one of the hotels, like famous hotels in Somalia. Coming back. Like that's the opening scene. Urubu, right? All marble, white walls, everything is just Somali. You see the flag just flashing outside. It's behind the fucking Urubu beach, right? So see this beautiful woman is standing in the balcony, looking down at the beach, and there are kids playing outside. And then we see the camera panning around, and then it goes all the way around the city with the fucking, like, you know, big buildings and everything looks beautiful. And then it says, "Welcome to Somalia."
Okay, and then we gotta have a bomb dropping. Not a bomb. Not a bomb. But we gotta have some crazy.
See how kind of.
I hear you. That's what I'm like.
That's the opening. That's
And
the
then
opening.
and
then
what's the bomb? I want to hear your perspective of the bomb.
Something gotta happen right after that. Then boom, we rush into like the what's the equivalent to the White Office in Somalia? You know, the capital. You know what I mean? Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever it's called, brother.
Yeah. And you see people going back and forth, up and down in chaos. They're trying to figure out what's going on. So far, the audience doesn't know what's going on. The president is in the back sitting like this, trying to figure it out himself. You feel me? On some mob boss shit. You feel me?
You know, you remind me of like you guys watch this Morgan Freeman movie, The Last Day, something, when the metal something was coming from the fucking space and breaking down the whole earth.
Yeah.
This movie is crazy. Like that, this is scene Morgan Freeman was like, damn,
Like,
we are all gonna die. What the fuck will we do?
How we gonna play this politics?
Bro, Somalia has been through that for like decades though. Like that's how every year, like people just pray waiting for it. You know.
But somebody gotta rise up amongst themselves.
But I like how he saw it in a beautiful way, like in the beach in the marble, and you're like, damn, this shit gonna blow up anytime. Boom! And then we're back on like, yo, what's up?
Which is the possibility.
Yeah.
It's a real thing that can happen. Right now, the same vision that I actually explained exists, but the bomb and all that stuff still exists too. So it's two different sides. The thing that amazed me about Somalia, right? And Somalia was one of those countries that they intentionally try to destroy.
Yeah.
Right? In every aspect of it.
Oh man, talking about that, did you hear the blackout?
Taking the people out from Somalia, you know, bringing them in the diaspora war, right? 1, 2, try to divide things, people with tribal, right? 3, amongst us, having different things such as the warlords, political criminals, all this stuff. But yet, Somalia still kept somehow managing or keeping their head above when the low was low. Now that things are kind of coming back. Why do you think it happened? What is one thing that happened that kept us keep our head above? Do you guys know what?
What?
I don't know why, but I know Somali people are so resilient. I saw the video that came out for the 1996 Black Hawk mission in Somalia.
But you know, what kept us...
the soldiers like this.
What kept us, like, you and I would come here, right? He comes here. You never forget back home. You take care of them.
Yeah.
Right? So they are taking care of their own people. So that way, no matter what the other people are trying to do intentionally, it will never gonna harm you because you're not dependent on them. And that always kept us alive. That's one culture, I think 100% it will help you prevail if you are in a system where everything is going down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
For real, that's what I said. Somali people are so resilient, man. They will never, bro. They like the soldiers are like, bro. I've never been in any fight in my life like people in Somalia. These people will hold that gun till the day. You'll be like, what the fuck? Like they're ready to die.
Nothing to worry about.
Yeah,
He's
they
ready
got
to
nothing
die.
to lose. But talking about like Somalia and this crazy stuff going, politics segment is over. We're calling this the pulse. That's what we feel. The pulse is like the heart of the world right now. What's going on in the world in the politics side. So we're Somalis. We want to talk about Somali stuff a little bit, but also just so you like to add maybe one question. So that happened 2 days ago, Minneapolis. How's the Somali community facing the drama of like child care fraud, and then the same week the ICE people disturbing the Somali people in Minnesota. The same week they shot and killed a 37-year-old lady. Rest in peace to her soul. But
Rest in peace.
maybe that's the last question, and just thoughts and how can Somali people show up more in these times in Minneapolis and like Minnesota in general.
We're showing up with some boots and tea, bro.
I saw that.
That shows you can never win. You can never outwin us. Trust me, bro. You can try however way you want to smear our name, but good people will always show up. I mean, no matter what happened right now, the moms and the dads, knowing that they're being, you know what I'm saying, they're the most vulnerable people because not only ICE is attacking them, but also this other despicable media wannabe social media people who are running around with like mic and like cameras just like, you know, in their face. Those also like, you know, can harm them, but yet they still showed up and said, look, these people were up here to protest to help us, right? Which we understand. We're grateful. They came out with tea, you know, dessert, just to help people that are outside, and that shows the quality of people and how good of a people they are, bro. Now I'm not saying it's bad or anything. They're not. They're always good, but overall, the quality and what they're bringing to the table is pretty clear. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like we say, rest in peace to the lady. We just wanted to show that Somali people at the end of the day are not like what they portray, and fraud people are actually crazy. I don't know if the news that just came out 1 hour ago, Trump is gonna cut down all the credit cards, nothing more than 10%. There's no way anybody can like get like from 1 year from now, I mean from the 20th, January 20th next year.
He's trying to, but I don't think so.
It's
I don't think the
gonna
credit
pass.
card companies would let that pass.
His guy.
Well, what is it happening?
So they're gonna change the interest rate on credit cards from whatever it is now, 12 to 10%.
Yeah, flat.
10% flat?
Yeah.
That's fire.
I don't think you can.
I hope he does, bro.
How can you? It's private.
No, it's private equity, but last year because you know when what is this Chase the CEO Chase made over 700 million.
$770 million.
Yeah, just off playing the market rates that Trump also, and Trump is projecting. Trump put a lot of money in his pocket. The tax returns this year are gonna be nice, even though it's fucked up in the world. But you know the money side, hey, this guy is crazy, bro.
Well, I hope
Man,
economy here.
fuck Trump though.
Look, no, I would say economy, bro. We want to make money here.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, this is where we call our home. First thing first, I want to hear. I want to make good money, live comfortable here in order for me to help other people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But the Somali doing that in Minnesota, making that and getting governor and assistant, they look them crazy. Do you think that? Why? Because they are smart, like you say, smart people. They figure out the way to make money.
I feel like in regards to Trump, I'm not gonna lie, that nigga, excuse my language, but that is
Why would he always do
CJ always look at me crazy. Nah, but
me and you are playing that bitches today, so no.
Where?
Well, I don't know what did I
I wonder what his mind, like what is going through that guy.
as far as Trump goes, I'm not gonna lie. Like he is cruel, no doubt. This nigga, he's a bad guy. But what you can low key respect about this man is he actually says what he says he's gonna do, and he's gonna do it.
Is he?
Bro, he said what he said and he's gonna do it, he's gonna do it.
And this isn't like a new phenomenon. We've been seeing this since 2016.
I'm gonna kick people out the borders. I'm gonna make
Like
sure.
an
Like,
asshole.
Nigga, look. The first thing he made was walls. Now he's actually kicking them out.
They
Nigga,
talk
carrying
about
them like soldiers.
this year. Forget about this year. How long has he been president?
2 years?
for 2 years.
This is the second year.
And he has done a lot more than Biden. And Biden, all he gave us was smooth, words and whatnot, calm words and all of that. I don't like Trump. Don't get me wrong. I don't like what this nigga is doing. He's actually, but at the end of the day, he's doing what he said he's gonna do.
Yeah.
And on top of that, and some, Venezuela. Have you seen that? He stole that Venezuela. I'm sorry, but he
They stole that shit. That's what he said.
He kidnapped the president.
Yeah, brought it back and he said, hey, from now on,
We're running
we're
that.
running that shit.
No, but he put him in that.
Like
No,
gangster or
the funny part is like he put on him. Nike Tech, fam.
Bro pulled up with a Nike tag.
Like, come on, man.
Feel
That
like-
was my favorite part.
No. What had me laughing was they pulled up in his crib at 2 a.m. in the morning, busting Chief Keef. Chief Keef.
Bro.
Can you imagine, bro? They flying that shit. Run through New York. Look.
I ain't gonna
With
lie,
the
man.
shit
I ain't gonna lie.
Bro.
We are America. We
Bro,
are.
after that, Trump went to put in the White House. What did he post? He posts like, what did 50 Cent say? What did you say? What can you say now? Something like this, and he's just like walking around like, nigga, I told you so, bitch ass.
Exactly.
I just say, come and get me. I came.
He said that though. He said that. Come and get
Bro,
him.
I came.
just a few
He
hours
ran the guy.
ago.
We said, come here, nigga.
Just a few hours ago today, this man said, look, we're gonna take Greenland.
One way or the other.
I wonder where is the other. Either they do the nice one, negotiate a deal or not, or we're gonna take it by force.
Now you know what I feel though. This kind of reminds me of back in the days when I used to watch Bollywood movies.
Yeah.
And then the villain, he goes, I will come get you. And the next thing you know, he come get this enemy. You get what I'm saying? This dude, anything that he says is
He's
possible.
gonna do it.
Greenland, he said, I will.
And what's your reason? Oh, I don't want China or Russia as my neighbors.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
China? What does China and Russia got to do with Greenland?
So, but the question I have is like, what benefit do we get from Greenland? What is there?
It's
Do they have
strategic.
oil?
It's strategic.
Like
So if I want to fire missiles,
I can fire from
from
Greenland.
Greenland, yeah.
it's way closer to Russia than it would be from.
America to Russia.
Well, the only closest place is Alaska, but Alaska, the side of Russia that's near Alaska is empty. It's Siberia. A lot of it is Siberia. So if you fire from Greenland, you go over all of Western Europe, and then you can hit Russia.
So do you say Somaliland and Greenland is they located in strategic places?
Somaliland is just for the Arab oil area.
It's a-
Sudan.
But do
you know,
you think that it
Palestine,
location
Yemen.
wise, it's actually a great place where it's facing Somalia, Yemen, Saudi, and this
'Cause-
side Ethiopia.
If I was look at Somalia in relation to Congo.
Yeah,
If I wanted to invade the Congo,
You know,
straight line.
yeah.
I'm just realizing something, man. Somaliland is not recognized by any other country.
Bro, we
They
did.
don't have any allies
Yeah.
out there. What is stopping Somalia from getting them in
UN.
there?
It's all
Civil
UN,
War.
bro. UN.
Civil War is Sudan. They had civil war and whatnot. So you mean to tell me,
I
look,
had that question.
Somalia can actually
That's true.
like, hey, you guys already don't recognize these people, and we're claiming you like. UN, they ain't got no say in Somali territory.
You guys will go to civil war.
And
It's
running
not
back.
the first time.
Yeah.
And how has that served you? What happened last time? Y'all all came here.
Grab them, but fuck, nigga.
Yeah,
Bring
exactly.
this shit.
Yeah.
Like,
And then
they
it was
put
back.
their force and their might, all that to attain Somaliland, dethrone whoever.
Because British came and it was like,
You know what I
British
mean?
say, this is Somaliland, we're going to control this. You go Italianos, go there. Somalia, go to Somalia.
The last time you had civil war, what happened?
People
in
died.
America.
No, in
A
Somalia.
lot of people died.
Lots of people.
A lot of people
And what
died.
happened? What else happened?
Tribalism got big.
A lot of y'all fled.
Yeah, and everybody
If I
went.
was the UN, I don't want more Somalians other places.
Yeah, and that's why
Stay
UN
home.
That's why UN is so pissed off because the fuck is going on, Somaliland?
Yeah, stay home.
Stay home. You guys are Somalia. We are not accepting this bullshit.
Forget about that, bro. We need to go get our ONL, the Somalis in Kenya side, the Somalis in Ethiopia side, and them niggas in Djibouti too, bro. All of them.
Beautiful lady.
You get what I'm saying? And have them as one Somali people. It used to be like that until the colonizers came and divided it like into those. You know, they even wanted to give Somaliland as its own country. To be honest, we were like we
Somalia has never been one country though.
Huh?
You guys are all just different tribes. in
No.
one place.
Somalia has been one country.
But it's always been
Prior to
different
that,
tribes.
For how long?
No, it's never been a
For
different
how
tribes
long?
until like 1990. After
long?
the 90, when the Civil War started, that's when tribes started.
There were no tribes before
There were no
1990.
tribes before that.
There was tribes, but people were respecting each other enough.
No, bro.
But the wars came and everybody was hating each other because of the you know what, bro? In Africa, indirect colonization.
Yeah,
That's
but
what Somalia. It's like
bro,
they use the chiefs, the political people figures, make them like hate this group of people.
Another question is,
no, but one thing about there were not tribes back in the days before, because when we took the independence, right? So Somalia became as one. That's when we had presidents, like and then we were actually independent.
Bro, that was 50 fucking years ago.
Yeah,
bro.
people were not
That was
using
not 90.
people were not using tribes up until Siad Barre, and then when Siad Barre got killed, that's when the tribes started, because it was like, hey, his tribe massacred Somaliland basically.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's how the whole thing started by tribal. And that's how we got divided. And that's everybody said, okay, this is my territory,
Yeah.
this is your territory,
Yeah.
this tribe is this part's territory. Everybody was living like that afterwards. That's the system that came. But prior to that, we did not have that.
we mentioned, colonization and other countries coming in and dividing Somalia within Somalia. But for how long will Somalia use that?
How long are you gonna blame other people for your
You know what I
misfortune?
mean? How long are we gonna prolong accountability and be like, look, we need to step the fuck up?
It'd be like you'll be standing there next and then it'd be Shamarki making money. What you're right, but I can see it.
Yeah.
Like all they want is just to leech and don't want to work.
So
They don't want to work for freedom. They don't want to work for nothing because their mind is victimized by the environment.
It's equivalent to not trying to compare contracts. It's equivalent to Malawiakan, the African Americans with slavery. You know what I mean?
But
So
that's
for
the
how long will
environment.
you
though.
blame other person? So I feel like Somalia, as much as we want to say a lot of good stuff about them, and we have a lot of good stuff to say about them. But we
It's
have
the
to
environment.
we have to say some uncomfortable stuff, and a few other things is we gotta take accountability amongst ourselves. So we gotta put certain things in line and order and whatnot. We gotta get a few notes from Trump's game plan. I'm not gonna lie.
As a Somali, no, but this is real, right?
Yeah.
So in Somalia,
Trump game's plan is bad because
No,
it's
in
like
Somalia
1930
eyes-
Nazi, bro. My
in
bad.
Somalia eyes, right? They treat me different than they treat you. So what are you saying?
In
like,
Somaliland,
in Somalia in general,
they treat
so-
you different than how they treat me.
Than they treat you, but we both are Somalis. You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
So what do you think about that?
They treat us different in regards to, in a negative manner, in a positive
In a
manner.
negative manner.
So-
What else is there? Like you will get different treatment than I get.
Right.
Why?
Why?
Exactly. Right. I feel like
Why?
it has a lot to do with either tribalism or a sense of superiority.
Nigga, why? Why
Okay.
do you think? What is your point of view?
That sense of superiority, and then like, oh, I think I'm better than this guy because my hair is gelatin, my nose is more aquiline, and all of that.
And I'm lighter.
And I'm lighter, and I'm taller.
Lighter? No, I don't think about lighter. But it has to do with the
Don't look
hair.
at me like that, nigga. No.
It has to do with it. It doesn't. have to do with lighter.
There's a few dark skinned Somalis in Somalia.
Few?
A lot of dark skinned Somalis in Somalia.
Yeah.
But
You're not gonna tell me, and you will never tell me, that whenever there's a hierarchy in any country, the dark people are on top. It's never been the case.
Yeah, throughout history too.
Like, let's be honest now.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're right. But
Michael Jackson had to bitch.
it has a lot to do. It has a lot to do with a sense of superiority. Like, oh, this guy looks just like me. Let me treat him like my brother. Oh, this guy looks like a Nigerian.
No,
Come
there's
on.
more to it.
How many times have we ever been on the show where they ask if Bear is Somali? All the time, bro.
So
Countless.
it's more to like the features. So that's one. So like you know what I'm saying it's not about superiority among the tribes like you know what I'm saying there are 4 major
Why?
tribes among them. They actually look down on each other.
But like, if you ask someone, are you Somali, especially as a Somalian, from what I've seen, you're judging on whether or not, you're using that to determine how you're going to treat the person.
If they ask the same question.
They asked it to him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean
Those are head earrings.
it's about the features and what you present.
Yeah, but I'm saying that to say, like, they're doing that because they want to judge you.
I mean that's
They want to be like,
I'll
well,
give an example. So
yeah.
if they were to ask, "Are you Somali?" and if I was to say no, then the way they're asking,
It's a different- they're gonna close you
A
off.
lot more, you know what I mean? But if I was to say yes, then they're gonna have like, okay, but why you look like that?
exactly.
You know what I mean? And that's not what they will say, but that's what their
why you
attitude-
look like that?
That's
No.
not what they will say, but that's how their attitude will portray. How are you Somali?
They're looking more so how they
How
would
are you
treat you.
Somali?
Like for example, right? If you are non-Somali, they'll respect you in a way.
But they'll never treat you the same.
No, but that doesn't mean they don't respect the Somali person. But it's just like they're comfortable with you. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So when they ask you like, "Are you Somali?" and then you say yes, I'm Somali, the demeanor changes. The whole the conversation and everything is inclusion. You feel like it. You get what I'm saying? But maybe
I know we gotta ask Bear because it's different for him.
exactly, bro. What do you take on?
My take is, it's different when I'm hanging with you than how it is when I'm outside and they ask me. You know what I mean? So if I'm hanging with you, they're like, "Oh yeah, it's just one, oh yeah," so they can include me in. That's
Because
exactly how
you
say
have
it.
a cosigner.
Yes.
You have a real Somali cosigner.
Yes. So, but when it's
It's not
outside,
about real Somali.
But no, but that's the situation that's
Don't
presenting
divide
itself.
us, bro.
Don't what?
Don't divide us. You never.
I'm not dividing it. You people are dividing.
That's it.
Yeah. I'm not
This
dividing
is
shit.
dude, right? Don't do that.
No.
That's funny. That's funny. No, so but in public, and they wouldn't think I'm Somali until I start interacting and whatnot, and be like, yeah, I'm from Somalia, and they're like, oh really? Wow, that's cool. They're just trying to test the waters. And
That's a
shit.
crazy thing,
Yeah.
dude.
But in what percentage though? Like you know what I'm saying, that comes from them, and what percentage is coming from you? Like how you feel, how you kind of move. You know what I'm saying? For
I can
me-
only react to how people make me feel.
For me, when I saw this nigga on the streets, I just kind of like, because I knew he was Somali. You get what I'm saying? Same was him, same thing. So I don't have that feeling of like, okay, this person is gonna look at me some type of way, just because I have this. You know what I'm saying? What percentage of you, like mentally, you thinking like, okay, if I know I can be around Somalis and this, that, but somehow they might look at me different. I don't like that.
Before you answer that question, I do think you have to take into account that these two are not they're not recognized as Somali as you are. So you've never lived a life where people question your identity. But for them, they've always had their identity questioned as Somalis. So you might not see something, you live your life never even questioning once, am I Somali? Because no one's ever asked you. But they ask them all the time. So your frame of reference is very different. You're trying to talk on something that you've never had to deal with before.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like, no one's ever pressed you on how Somali you are. But they get pressed all the time. You know what I'm saying?
And then it follows along with, Janelle about to have.
Sparkle's like, fuck you. Outsider
I
ass
should feel
niggas.
bad for ya. Be Somali, bro. Be a fucking Somali. Nobody can take that away from you.
But they've always had their questions, so it always makes you feel like, where for you it's like I'm what everyone thinks a Somali is.
But I felt for a long time not Somali, bro. I felt I was an alien. I told him, like, you know what I'm saying, for a long time I was feeling some type of way about me.
I don't even believe you right now. Look at your face. Look at your face. This nigga just trying to get some sympathy. Bitch ass nigga.
No. But I understand, bro. It's kind of it's not the same, and I hope in the future that
Everything
that changed, bro. Because
it's getting there.
yeah, I'm praying to God that that kind of things change, and we're like, okay, we are one. Now it's up. How are you gonna stop us?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Be bigger than Dubai, but we can be way bigger than Dubai or anything that relates with these Arab countries because of the resource that we have.
So,
Feel me, bro?
Going to conclusion of that, going to the next segment. This is this entertainment, what's going on in the world, craft and chaos. Movies in Somali. We're still gonna keep it like Somali related, but you know, there's like emerging of new talent in movies like Korean drama, Hollywood. It's been always Hollywood, but there's Nollywood. You know, there's Bollywood. Now there's Korean drama. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And it's taking over the world. Like it's the number one like shows in the world right now. Number one movies are all Korean dramas. And back in Somali, we still stuck on like, you know, dubbed fucking Turkish movies dubbed in Somali.
Yeah.
Like Mexican movies dubbed in Somali. You know,
Yeah,
like
bro.
Indian movies. Like when is it gonna be like Somali movies like
Very soon.
related to that?
Very soon.
And what do you envision as the future of that?
I actually got a whole game plan now. My whole career plan is to get there. You feel me? And my boy here is gonna be the face of that. But I love that question you asked because the whole game plan, well, my career, how everything's setting up, is to have this industry, Hollywood like, Bollywood like, for Somalis, so they can watch watch a cinematic movie, relate to it, feel it, understand it, and all of that.
And everybody else can watch it in the world.
In the world, and it's gonna be subbed or dubbed, in Arabic. It's subbed or dubbed in like Japanese.
How do you get that reach though? Like how do you connect those dots? How do you vision it?
So Somalis are everywhere.
Yeah.
You understand? So when they're everywhere,
Culture is adaptable.
So there's some Somalis in the Middle East.
Mm-hmm.
There's some Somalis in the islands, somewhere in like Brazil and shit like that. There's Somalis everywhere, bro. So those people are gonna be bridging the gaps.
So
UK,
like yeah.
you understand?
So you wanna consider like the rise of Afrobeat because just Africans were the diaspora in all these Western countries.
Why is this
Somali cinema is digestible, bro.
Yeah.
It's very digestible.
No, how do you envision it? How do you like? Do you feel like Captain Felix type
No,
like?
not
Somali?
that type of
Or
film,
you
bro.
do one drama like what?
Somali cinema.
Yeah.
Somali cinema is in between Captain Phillips and Bollywood. So that's the fine line that we have. One, we have a family orientation, you know that, right? Two, we actually feel like we know the word love when we don't know love. It's a lust for us. You know what I'm saying? It is a fact. Somalis is like we get married just to have sex, bro. That's it. They don't love.
For you, baby.
That's a lot of us, bro. What do you mean? No. That's the reality, bro.
But there's gonna be categories. There's gonna be drama. There's gonna be action. There's gonna be comedy. There's gonna be all of that.
So how much of is it going to be centered around Somali culture?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Like
Let me ask you a question. In your lifetime living in the United States, how many films or movies have you seen with Muslim protagonists?
Way less than 1%.
Mm-hmm.
Are we talking about Hollywood?
Anything you've watched in the West. Right?
Yeah.
On top of that, I'm just trying to see strategically how you're gonna do this for an appeal outside of Somalia. Because you're fighting a lot of battles. Number one, people don't like Muslims. Number two, people don't like black people. Number three, people don't like Muslim black people from Africa.
Can I tell you
So
what?
how do you breach it across? I mean,
Right now, $1.7 billion is like, spending, Saudi Arabia is spending that on film only that talks about everything in that side of the world. So what do you think? Don't you think there will be a lot of films that there will be like Muslim protagonists from that industry, which is Hollywood is already feeding for it. Every Hollywood person goes